Tears, and welcome back. Joining me is Hannah Borst. She is from the Impromptu Theater from the Netherlands, and Sean Lukasik from Alligator Mouth Improv in Corning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.
Well, tell us a little bit about this collaboration. This is very interesting. The two groups, Alligator Mouth Improv and Impromptu, I know you had to fly in all the way overseas.
Yeah.
You guys are collaborating and you're putting together a show for tonight. Sean, tell us a little bit about this project.
Well, we found each other because we're basically the only two groups that we know of that do this kind of work in the world.
Really?
Yeah, so Alligator Mouth went to the Netherlands last November, and we just found so much in common and so many fun ways to collaborate that we knew we had to do it again. So we're bringing them here in Elmira and then New York City and Boston.
Wonderful. Now, Hannah, you've dubbed this project Crossing the Divide. Explain that a little bit. I mean, what do the performers learn from each other? What do you learn from collaborations like this?
It's not only crossing the divide from continent, overseas to continent, but it's also like we use different musical instruments on stage, and we use dance, we use theater. We make everything right on the spot, so everything's improvised, and we even work through our source of inspiration is the audience. So what the audience gives us in the beginning, we ask for anonymous suggestions. We use that. So we also cross the divide from the players to the audience, the disciplines of theater, music, and dance, and also both cultures that intertwine. So it's like crossing. You can go from like superficial level to deep level. So like.
And it's really sort of an invisible divide because we're 100% ourselves on stage.
Yes.
We have to be open to anything that can happen, and people don't do that enough, So it's like it's crossing a sort of invisible divide between the way we usually present ourselves in the world and just showing up and being okay with who we are.
And so does that translate well to different audiences, whether it's here in New York or the Netherlands?
Yeah, we think it is. I think that all people can relate to what we do, no matter what education you did or what kind of profession you do. Like we are individuals, and we have life issues and things that you guys also have, and we do our interpretation, and you make your own links. What we do, like a song can touch your heart differently than another person, but still you're touched. Like so, it's the magic. What we make happen is magic, but maybe other magic for every individual. But still, it's magic. It's sparks.
Very good point. And I mean, so what can the audience expect tonight at the Clemens Center? Is it going to be a very organic performance?
Yeah, tonight we're going to ask the audience to write down their big life questions, whatever's going on in their lives today, and we'll anonymously use those to start the show. We'll read some of the questions that people write down, and that will just sort of set the stage for topics that we could potentially use, but we're going to be using music and scene work and storytelling and dancing to bring light to some of those questions, or not at all. It's improv. So.
Do you guys rehearse?
Yeah.
You do. Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like sports. You never know exactly what's going to happen in a game, but you can learn how to work really well with each other. What makes things interesting to the audience? Those kinds of things you can practice.
And it's really great for the audience to watch our process. It's not only like about the scene you're playing that moment, but as an audience member, you can like watch oh, see this guy is going to do something like. We're very open and transparent of our own process.
So they can see the whole process from beginning to the finished product. That's really fascinating. Well, I hope you guys have a great turnout today. That performance is at 8 o'clock today at the Mandible Hall at the Clemens Center. Tickets are $20. Can they purchase them at the door?
They can purchase them at the door.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, Hannah Borst and Sean Lukasik, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let's go outside to John right now to check on our weather.
All right, thanks, Jane.